Make your way to seated posture. Close your eyes. Lengthen your breath. I'm going to keep exploring this theme of inhabiting the body, but we'll work on abdominals. We can do both. So begin the process of inhabiting, just coming inward. If that seems like too esoteric a word, just imagine that it's actually just getting to know yourself. I think a lot of people, me included for many, many years, just think that we know ourselves. And I'm not sure that we know ourselves well enough inside and out. So of course that includes emotions and physical body, the way our body feels from moment to moment. That's mindfulness. And it's a practice, and we lose it and we get it and we lose it and we get it. But the practice is just coming back to the practice of using the tools. So the tools that we've been using so far are the breath, the eyes, the vision, sensing, the sense of touch, sense your feet on the floor, sense your hands on your thighs, sense the air holding you, touching you, air on your skin, clothes on your skin. All of these things, these are all separate data sources in a way. And so notice as you close your eyes and you start to move that sense inward, that you begin to see inward. So there's an inner seeing. You can begin to move your sense of touch inward as well, to a sense of inner touching. Just sense your inner organs, your muscles, your fascia, your bones, things you can't see on the outside. I was telling someone the other day, I can't remember who it was exactly, but we were talking about meat sticks, humans as meat sticks. And I remember when I was at UBC, I might have talked about this before, that I had this image of all of these academics and students and everybody running around. I think it was on the bus. I had this image of them being like a hot dog with a brain on top. And I think that we often fall into that idea that our body is just a kind of hot dog to carry our brain around, when in reality it's all connected. So lengthen your breath in and out through your nose. And let your breath begin to kind of voyage up and down your spine. So just taking a little journey through the 7 chakras, down the base chakra, earth chakra, up through your pelvic chakra, Svadhisthana, Manipura, top of the belly, Anahata, Vishuddha, the throat chakra, Ajna, and the top one, then I forget right now, Sahasrara. Just notice this elevator-like quality of the breath comes up and the breath comes down. And you do not need to know the names of the 7 chakras. You don't even need to think about the 7 chakras. You can just think about your spine as this kind of channel where the breath goes up and the breath goes down. And some people do it the other way around. Some people think of the elevator moving opposite. You can play with different things. I like to think about the elevator kind of going up with an inhale. Inhale rises almost to the top of my head. I try and bring it up to the air. And then the exhale goes down. My awareness goes down. But you can see how it kind of makes sense. Some people pull the inhale in. It goes down to the base of the spine and then they push it out and it comes up. So see which one works for you. You can try both. It's just an idea. It's just a way of embodying your breath. Take a few more breaths here. And let's change the image. Let's change the image, and this is an easier one for most people. Let's change the image to one of a balloon. So inhale, wide balloon, torso especially gets very wide as it contains all the air. And exhale, squeeze the air out gently, the balloon deflates. And if you want to, you can use your arms and legs to make this balloon. So inhale the balloon big, and exhale the balloon small. And you can see if you get your legs into it that it's like sexy jellyfish. Inhale big, exhale small. You don't have to, just you can stay perfectly seated, gently seated. You can also do this so mildly. You can just inhale your shoulders up. And you can inhale your heels off the floor and then exhale everything down. Inhale, get a little bigger. Exhale, release, get smaller. Spread your feet a little wider on the floor. Inhale, come up to your tiptoes, lift your arms, lift the crown of your head, get bigger. Exhale, get smaller, drop your heels, drop your hands, drop your chin. Around your spine. And we're just slowly growing here. Inhale, open your arms. Lift your heels, lift your chin, get a little bigger. And exhale, smaller. Round your spine, heels to the ground, chin to chest. Inhale, open, big posture for the body. Exhale, small posture for the body. Open and vulnerable. Closed and safe. If you've done restorative with me, like Nadia has, you can see this is sort of polyvagal work, right? We're opening up the vagus nerve and then we're closing everything down. Safe and social. Open. Vulnerable, open to attack. It just goes back to the cave person days and how we evolved. Safe. Open, your throat is forward. Chest is forward. Exhale. Last three. Now really come into your belly here. Use your belly. We're doing cat-cow essentially. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Doing this with our bellies. Inhale, belly button forward. Lift your heels, lift your chin, and exhale, belly button back. Plant your heels, drop your chin. Last one. Inhale, big, let's hold. Take a few breaths here. It's like the Titanic pose. Take a few breaths and notice how you feel. And now cat pose. Close it all up. You can even bring your hands into your lap if you like. Close it all up. This is almost child's pose. This is the seated version of child's pose. My hands are in my lap. My heels are planted. My chin is dropped. Take a few breaths. Notice your belly. We're going to do a new belly breath today, I think. I think it's new. Come back up to a nice neutral position. Lengthen your spine. Place your hand on your belly. Inhale your belly out. Exhale your belly in. And get a sense of how much movement you're going to have for this breath. Inhale the belly out. Exhale your belly in. You can exhale through your mouth if you like. You can put both hands on your belly. That kind of intensifies things. Inhale out. Exhale. move towards a ha breath. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, ha breath. Pull your belly button back. Inhale through the nose. Pull your belly button back. Now we're going to speed that up. Inhale forward. Exhale back through the mouth. Inhale forward through the nose. Exhale back through the mouth. Inhale forward. Exhale back. So my hands are moving out. They're moving back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. My hands are maybe moving 2.5 inches. You'll feel your body getting really warm as you do this. If you get dizzy, just go back to a natural slow breath. 3 more. Bring your hands to your knees. And just notice here, I have a little dizziness, a little lightheadedness. Slow your breath down. So remember how we talked about what happens to the nervous system as we begin. We usually come in and do some breath, and the nervous system kind of down regulates like you're putting the brake on, parasympathetic, and then we move into the sympathetic as we do our sun salutes, and then we come back down for the end of the breath. Well, we just jumped our sympathetic nervous system by doing that belly breath. So let's bring it back down, put the brakes on. And we all know how to do that. We all have different tools. The parasympathetic nervous system, especially lengthen your exhale. So you can see how we did that sympathetic thing where we kind of put an emphasis on the exhale, but it was short. It was short and fast. Now we're gonna lengthen it. Exhale, lengthen it. Breathe through your nose, just a trickle of air. Lengthen your exhale as long as you can. Notice any tingling or any warmth in the belly, around the lips. Anywhere in your face. It's all kinds of vagus nerve activity with that breath. Physical stimulation of the vagus nerve as your throat moves like that and as your belly moves. Lots of vagus nerve endings in the belly. It's called your enteric nervous system, all threaded in and around your viscera. Shortish inhales. Still soft and full though, and long exhales, long, smooth, trickling exhale, calming the nervous system down. See if you can really feel that. Another way to tell that is the speed of your thoughts. Notice if the speed of your thoughts are still racing or if they've slowed back down. And we're going to slow it down a little more. What happens with this stuff, with yoga, is we put the body into shapes. And even if we're in the sympathetic nervous system, because we're super saturating the body with oxygen, we get a little bump where we go down, or the opposite of a bump where we go down into parasympathetic nervous system. So even though we're doing some sympathetic work with our sun salutes, after we go down, we have this reaction. So watch your body, see if that happens. Sympathetic, parasympathetic tone, they're always going like this, always. Watch yourself now. If you are attuned to your level of anxiety, that's another thing you can watch. Gently stretch your feet out in front of you. And inhale your arms overhead, really soft and smooth. Inhale through your nose. Inhale into your belly. Exhale, fold. Release your belly fully, softly, full exhale. First sun salute is very slow. Just treating the fascia like it's like an elastic band. We need to just warm it up. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, fold. Feel that extension in your fascia. It's not your muscles right now. Warming up your fascia so you can get at your muscles. Inhale your right knee up or your right leg back. Exhale, fold, bring forehead to knee. Inhale, long spine. Make your spine parallel to your long shin bone here. Exhale, neutral pose or downward facing dog. Inhale, navel forward. Cow pose. Exhale, navel back. Cat pose. Smooth as silk. Pull your left knee in. Point your left toes at the floor if you like, or flex them, whatever you're working on. Exhale, round your spine. Fascia over the back. Gets a little tug. Fascia of the neck. Inhale, long spine. And extend your legs. And even this is a nice smooth gesture. Exhale forward. Everything's smooth in my world. Very little is as active and as blunt as that breath that we just did. There's a place for it, for sure. Definitely a place for quickly moving, exercising, moving fast, getting the heart rate up. Exhale, neutral. And I love Kundalini as much as the next yogi, and that's very sympathetic. Inhale, overhead. Remember, we're breathing into the belly today. Soften your belly. Moving a little faster. Inhale, getting a little more sympathetic. Inhale, chest forward. Exhale, fold. We're on the left side here. If you can spread your toes, spread your toes. Inhale, long, long spine. Exhale, flex your spine. Inhale, extend your spine. Exhale, neutral pose. Inhale, pull your navel through. And if you always do these standing up, exhale, pull your navel back. I encourage you to try if you stand seated. Right knee comes up. This work can be as vigorous or as soft as you make it. That's part of the practice. When you get a lot of experience, when you fully inhabit your body, you can make this vigorous or you can make this soft depending on the day, on your state of your body. If you have an injury, inhale, long spine, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, scoop up. Exhale, neutral. Plant your feet on the ground, find neutral. I'm going to do the lungy version. If you haven't been here for a while, this is a new version. Nadia, I think you're going to like this if you haven't seen it yet. Inhale, overhead. First part is the same. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, right knee up if you're doing this fully seated version. If you're not, turn to the right, take that lunge, tuck your left toe. Big inhale, exhale. Come down into that lunge, left psoas, inhale it long. Come back to neutral, and the neutral here is a wide-legged neutral, goddess pose legs. Inhale, belly button through. This is different, feels really good on the inner thigh. Exhale, belly button back. Tuck your chin. Inhale, left side. This is a lunge. It's not a warrior two. My left bum cheek is on the chair, and exhale down, deep lunge. My chair is really low, so this lunge is nice and low for me. Your chair might be higher, still good. Or you can come off the chair if you like. Exhale, come back to center. Everybody forward folds. Big inhale, long spine. Exhale, fold. We're half done. Inhale up. Exhale, neutral. I'll do the second half on the back chair so you can see my legs. Take a deep breath, arms overhead. Exhale, fold. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, fold. Going a little faster with each breath. On the inhale, turn left, tuck your back toe, right toe tucks. Exhale, drop down lunge. Big inhale. Exhale, center. I like to have wide legs here. You don't have to. Inhale, pull your navel through. Use your full long breath to take the movement. Exhale, navel back. Inhale, turn right. Find your lunge. Big inhale. Big exhale, drop down. My hands are on my right thigh. Big inhale. Finishing up now. Extend your legs. Everybody forward folds here. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale up. Inhale into your belly. Exhale, neutral. Remember, you can do these any way you'd like. I've been traditionally doing one regular seated, then one seated with the lunges, and then one standing. You can join me in that if you like. It's really nice. Inhale, overhead. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Right knee in or back to the lunge. Exhale, drop down. Now I'm in a really low lunge. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, neutral pose or downward facing dog. Inward, ripple forward, strong shoulders, strong fingers. Exhale back. Inhale, right foot forward or left knee into chest. Exhale, drop down. Big inhale. Exhale, everyone forward folds. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, big, beautiful forward fold. Let your shoulders forward fold. Cascade towards the floor. Remember those intercostals we did 2 days ago? I still feel mine. Inhale up. Exhale, neutral. Here we go. Settle your toes onto the floor. Second half of the sun salute. Inhale, overhead. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, left knee in or step it back, lunge. Exhale, drop down deep into your lunge. This is my favorite part. My left psoas is so tight. Inhale, long spine. We're going to neutral pose here. Neutral pose being downward facing dog if you're doing standing. Inhale, ripple forward, strength. Exhale, back. Right knee up or left foot forward. Lunging on the other side, exhale all the way down. Big inhale. Exhale, step it forward. Everybody, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Use your quadratus lumborum muscles, getting really strong backs here after all these days. Exhale, fold. Inhale, scoop, up we go. Exhale, neutral. Take a breath. Return to seated if you're standing up and you want to do that. Take a resting breath. We're doing abdominals today. So we'll do a couple of plank poses, whether they are on the floor or whether they are on your chair. You can do them in both places. If you are going to do it on your chair, you're going to need something under your knees. I'll do it sideways on the couch so you can see. So we'll do a little bit of planking, and you can do just regular planking on the floor, which looks like this. That's a full plank. There are options, of course. Flip your toes, knees down on the floor, or elbows on the floor for either one of those options. But if you're on your chair, if you want to be on your chair, take something under your knees. Place your hands on your sofa or your chair or wherever you are. Wiggle your knees back until you get a little bit of something in your belly. Just so you get some sensation of holding in your belly, you have to hold yourself up a little bit. Your arms are working a little bit, but mostly it's your belly. If you don't want to come down on the floor, you just want to stay on the chair. We've done this before. What it looks like is you just put your hands on your legs, but you don't hold on. You just come back. Just lay back in your chair a little bit until your belly starts tugging and you start feeling. So if you're on the floor, you're in plank. You're just coming in and out of plank as you like, or you're doing that chair plank, or you're leaning back a little in your chair. So you may start to feel this in your digestive system as we work our abdominals. And now let's go in and up. So come out of plank and come into plank. Lean back. Come out of plank, and you don't have to come out of it every time. These are kind of like crunches. Exhale back into plank, and you feel your belly muscles pulling towards center. Inhale out of plank. You can also do push-ups here. That's what Sasha's doing. Exhale back. Let's try something. If you're in the chair or on the floor, bring your knees together, push them together, really as if they're magnetized. Push them together. Notice if that brings something extra into your belly, and then come up. Exhale back. And you can just come back an inch. Inhale up, squeeze your knees. See, you can do crunches in your chair. If this is too much, even just a little bit, you can hold on to the sides of your legs and help you out with your arms. Exhale up. You can decide on your breath. Still keep your breath long, whatever you do. You can experiment with coming really far back. My chair has a really wide seating part, so I can go quite far back. If you're on an office chair, you might not be able to go as far back. If that's the case, you can always lift your chest, lift it up really proud, and squeeze your knees together. And then come back to neutral, everybody. Child's pose for the people on the floor. And just inhabit your lower body now. Bring your awareness into your low body. See if anything happened in your low back there, because we don't want any tweaking in our low back. I had a little bit, so that tells me I was going maybe a little too far. So next time I won't go as far. We're going to do that again, but we're going to do that with a cat-cow. You can do that on the ground as well. So in any of those positions that you were in, come into plank and come into your plank, whatever that is on the chair. I'm just leaning back a couple of inches. Tuck your pelvis, cat pose. Tilt your pelvis, cow pose. Tuck, so you stay back a little bit. Tilt. Tuck, pull your belly button back towards the chair. Tilt, push your belly button towards your camera or whatever you're using. Tuck, tilt. If there's no effort, squeeze your knees together. Go back a little further. Tuck, tilt. You can do this with your hands on your knees if you're tired. But there's always got to be that little tiny bit of leaning back, probably. A few more. Use your breath. Sasha is just doing lots of push-ups here. Last one, tuck and tilt. Forward fold, extend your legs, forward fold. Puppy pose or child's pose if you're on the floor. Take a breath, soften your belly. Come back up to neutral. Check out your low back. If you're on the ground, spin around. We're going to do bow pose. If you're on the ground and you're doing bow pose, if you're not in a chair, you might want to put something under your bum to protect your coccyx. So we're going to do bow pose. It's the same. You come back a little bit until you feel a tug in the belly, and then you lift either one leg or both legs. Hold and breathe. You can hold on underneath your thighs. If you've got one leg, you can hold on with both hands underneath one thigh. Take a few deep breaths. If you just have one leg up, switch legs now. Deepen your breath. I've been demoing one-legged bow pose and I'm getting sore abs. So it's entirely possible to make this very, very challenging on your abs. One more breath. Exhale, spread your legs wide, whether you're on the floor or whether you're in your chair, and take a forward fold. Release your belly, soften. Lengthen your breath, soften your belly, release the back of your neck. Notice how this is a rest. We just want to go from resting to working to resting to working. Kind of effortlessly without dread, just in kind of enjoying the process. Come on up and just knowing that you can choose any variation. There's no need for dread. Come back up into prep for bow pose, and we're going to go back into bow pose. So you can tuck your pelvis here into bow pose if you like, but for sure make sure you've got that tugging in your abdomen, and then come into whatever version of bow pose you want to do. So I'm holding on to my legs, but I can also let go. I can turn my palms up to the ceiling. If you're doing the first leg, please switch. Take a few breaths. Notice if you're shaking a little bit, that's awesome. You want to be shaking just a tiny bit. That's your nervous system. I'm going to challenge your nervous system a bit here. On your next exhale, take a big forward fold. Whatever forward fold feels good to you right now. Legs together, legs apart, legs crossed, butterfly legs, whatever feels good. Come on up for our third variation. So our third variation can be the deepest of all, or it can be the easiest of all. I'm going to go sideways in the chair just so you can see what boat looks like. My toes are spread. I'm trying to lift my body proud up to the ceiling. If you have one leg up and one leg down, now's the time to change. Take another breath. Forward fold. Whatever kind of forward fold makes you happy. I'm doing leg spread. Roll from side to side, releasing your torso. Come back to neutral. And now we did this twist yesterday, but we'll do a little bit of twist today, and then we'll do a little bit more ab work. So bring your knees over to one side of your chair. You can be in mermaid if you're on the floor. Face your device straight on. Remember how we did this yesterday? Inhale your arms overhead. I think it was yesterday. Exhale, twist. So twisting out the belly muscles. If we just work the belly muscles, twist them like a sponge. Maybe it was the day before. Remember when we did that intercostal thing and we reached in and grabbed the intercostals and pulled them around? Take one more breath here. Big exhale. Now, take a little forward fold. Just bring your head forward, little bow forward. Crunch up a little bit. Inhale up. Exhale, crunch. Round your spine, curl up a little bit into a ball. One more. Curl up. You're just in a gentle twist here. That's why we're doing that little curl. You usually don't twist a bent spine. Okay, come into gentle twist other side. Bring your knees over to the other side. We're going to take that twist. Inhale overhead. And exhale, twist. Grab the back of your chair, grab the outside of your knee. Wring out your belly muscles as if they're a sponge or a towel. Big inhale, long spine. Exhale, twist. Sasha's doing a lying down twist, which is really nice. Big inhale. Exhale, twist. And then your last little belly work. Curl up like a little snail a little bit. Round your spine. Bow your head. A couple of times. Come back to center. Take a breath in and a breath out. Soften your belly. Notice if you've done a lot of work so far today. Has this been a gentle practice or has this been a vigorous practice for you? Soften your belly. Place your hands on your belly, both of them. Take a big breath, just sensing softness in there, any work in there. Notice if you feel anything digestive happening. Often when we work these deep abdominals, especially that business where we push our knees together, that's working into the deep front line. Those are deep abdominals. Can give you some digestive tweaks. You can feel something happening. Let's do seated sexy jellyfish, and then we'll do one more twist, and then I think we'll be done. So seated sexy jellyfish, these are sexy jellyfish arms. So we've kind of done this already today. We're gonna bring your leg into it. So you just get small and big and small and big. And if it doesn't feel like you're doing much, make the movement bigger. Believe me, if you're doing it with both legs, you're gonna feel it. Try and make it random. Deepen your breath. If you're doing it with one leg, switch legs. Maybe you're just doing it with your arms, in which case lean back a tiny bit. Get that tiny tugging sensation in your belly. And then imitated sexy jellyfish for one more breath. And then last forward fold of the practice, extend your legs in front of you, take a forward fold. If you're seated, you can take a butterfly. Or something else that feels delicious, cross your legs. And get really soft, let the muscles of your back be very soft. And remember, in forward fold, if you want more tug along the tops of your legs, you can point your feet. If you want more tug along the back of your legs, fascia of your calves and upper legs, flex your feet. Gently come back, use your belly muscles here. Check in with your belly muscles. What's happening? Are they a little bit tired? Come back to neutral. Deepen your breath, close your eyes. Take a nice full breath. If you're in your chair, wiggle your way back so you feel the chair at the back of your knees. If you're on the floor, come into Shavasana. Turn your palms up towards the sky. Soften your fingers. Soften your belly. Notice any tingling. Where did you put your effort today? Soften with each exhale. And going back, downward, down, regulating nervous system, going down, we're pressing the brake. Abdominal work is very sympathetic. They're big muscles. Lengthen your exhale. Find your way inside by feeling the touch of the air on your skin, touch of your clothes on your skin, touch of the chair underneath you or the floor underneath you. And then keep going, go down inside, feel inner organs. Feel the touch of your breath throughout your whole body. Notice the temperature of the air as it enters your nostrils. Soften the muscles of your face, almost like a mask that just melts off. Soft, open face. Soften your jaw. Soften your teeth and your tongue. Notice the effortlessness of your breathing now. As an organism, you just get a little bit bigger on the inhale. And a little smaller on the exhale. Notice that that is your part in this room. That's the part you're playing in this room. Your body's getting a little bigger. The air is becoming part of you. And then you're getting a little smaller, and that air becomes part of the room again. It's like a big puzzle. It's like a moving puzzle. Begin to bring your fingers and toes back to life. Wiggle them a little. Wiggle your neck. Wiggle your shoulders. We'll go back to shoulders again tomorrow. Wiggle your shoulders, wiggle your torso, wiggle your belly a little. Open your eyes. Smile your cheekbones. Widen the space between your eyebrows. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.